The thing about the moon is it gives you the creeps with a capital K. Am I not right? It makes dirty water look like silver, turns flotsam into the crown jewels, and causes poor slobs in the cuckoo house to think they're Jesus Christ or F.W. Woolworth. Am I not right? Also, it's cold. The sort of dead of night when lonesome cats cry for empty hours on the broken slates. But tonight, there isn't a pussy in sight. Not even a four-legged one. All good people have gone home. And some bad ones, too.
Well, this is a night to freeze a pawnbroker's balls. But it'll soon get warm in here. Well, that's the thing about gas. Hey, Sonia. Well, I hate the cold. I hate it as much as I hate plots and schemes and mysteries. I didn't know it was going to be you who came back with me. What's going on, eh? Mind you, I'm not complaining. Amanda's very pretty, but thick as shit in the neck of a bottle. You're just as pretty, Sonia. You don't talk much, though, do you? What are you trying to be? The Snow Queen? Go on, then. Be the Snow Queen, if you like. Pretend not to know anything about anything, and I'll find out whether you do or not. There's a cupboard in that club with room for more than one, Sonia. Maybe you are just one of the whores. Well, take your clothes off.
Give.
Well, maybe you are at that.
Money.
Oh, you don't have to be quite so bloody Russian about it, do you? Can't you ask with a touch more grace?
Money.
Oh, you bitch. You greedy, suspicious, great, big, beautiful bitch. Да-да, моя любовь, конечно.
Спасибо.
My arrangement was with Amanda. I thought it was Amanda who was going to warm my lonely little bed. We agreed on a price.
£15.
No, listen, you little tart. It would take a shop girl a month to earn that sort of money. 10. I agreed 10. And you think yourself lucky.
£15.
I see. Very polite, aren't we? Ask me nicely. Go on. Nicely. Say please. Say please to Daddy. I see. It's Stalingrad all over, is it? 1 for my baby, 2 for my love, and 3 to come again.
You shit.
What?
You shit. Money is.
You stupid bitch, I don't mind to shove it down your throat and make you choke on it. You're off your head. You're totally insane.
Money.
What are you trying to do? Make me feel small? What are you trying to do? Make me feel small?
What are you trying to do? Make me feel small? What are you trying to do? Make me feel small?
What did you say?
What?
What did you say, man?
Where is it?
What?
The nut house door.
We're almost there, little squirrel. We're almost there. Wait for the man, right?
Right.
The cuckoo man, right?
Right. What's he got that for? It's just a British museum. What's going on? Cruising down the river on a Sunday afternoon with one you love, the sun above, waiting for the moon. The old accordion playing a sentimental tune. Cruising down the river on a Sunday afternoon. The birds above all sing of love, a gentle, sweet refrain. The winds around all make a sound like softly fall. Okay, fellas, that'll do. The words break my heart. We won't say like softly falling what, though? There's a frog about to spawn in this old throat of mine. Enough's enough. I'll see you later. Keep your whistles dry.
Mr. Marlow?
The one and only, pal. I was born that way. You're the guy I've been waiting for ever since Sax stumbled upon the phone.
I'm sorry.
The gent with the fat contract and piano keys when he smiles. The guy who just loves the way I croon.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid...
Did you like the song, right? It made a spider crawl up your throat, yes?
Yes, well, sort of.
Tune for old ladies and puppy dogs, you agree?
Mr. Marlow...
You know what it is? You weren't listening, were you? You didn't take it in, my friend. Other things syncopating, huh?
No. Sorry.
Yellow mellow, curls at the edges, breaks, goes rotten.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't understand.
You're in trouble, right?
Yes, I am.
Dead trouble.
Look, I'm told that you can help me, if anyone can.
Who says so? Why'd you believe him?
John Boardington, my solicitor.
If he recommended me, this must be a Lulu. That overinflated toad. He hates my guts. I tend to agree with him. Does he still pick his teeth?
He said you got results.
I get the jobs the polite guys pass over. I get the cases the guys who don't sing don't get. I'm the piano tuner who's heavy on the pedal. Okay, so what's the story? Who's the dame?
How do you know
There's always a dame.
Ah, yes.
And where's the body?
I'm sorry?
There's always a body, too. I know that. You know that. You're looking a trifle pale, pal. Like you've been eating fried eggs and green bananas. Who's trying to swing you into this number? And are you as nervous as you seem? Yeah, I am as nervous as I seem.
Yellow, mellow, curling at the edges, breaks, goes rotten.
Oh, very good. Very funny.
I have a degree of fondness for easily disposable things. Kleenex dishes, Bic pens, razor blades, cheap literature.
Prescription forms. Don't forget prescription forms. And, of course, medical degrees.
He said out of the side of his mouth.
What?
Gibbon. How do you do, Mr. Marlow?
Can't shake.
Oh, of course not. Sorry.
I wouldn't anyway. I wouldn't if I could. I'm here under protest. This is tantamount to a kidnap.
I see. Yeah. An abduction.
Little men shouldn't sit places where their feet don't touch the floor, don't you think? Kind of demeans them. Makes me think of nursery rhymes.
It must be very difficult for you.
More difficult for me than for you, that's for sure. I can't creep up on people like I'm in a Marx Brothers film. Where'd you learn that trick?
You don't want to talk to me? You don't want this?
Christ! What sharpness, what perception. I've underestimated you.
And yet you came. Not against your will. Why? Why did you agree to be wheeled here?
Gets me out of the ward.
Was that?
I said it makes a change from the bedpans and the sick old farts talking in their sleep. Lets me see the warp and woof of life in all its rich texture, you know, crap like that. Where the cuckoo drops his egg, someone else's smelly little nest. Yours.
This is an act. This is desperate pastiche.
No, I don't like Italian food.
You can't keep it up.
Oh, little do you know.
I suppose you've noticed that I've gone to the trouble of obtaining a copy of one of your, what do you call them? It's not a novel, is it? Properly speaking, Not what Lawrence would call the one bright book of life.
Quote me no quotes.
But you wouldn't call it a novel, would you?
Oh, no, of course not, no. It's pages, that's all. Where'd you get it from? Lost Animal Shelter, I suppose. Not a bookshop, that's for certain. And what did you get it for? I mean, what casual little cruelty do you have in mind, Doctor? Not reading it, I hope.
Clues.
What?
It's a detective story, isn't it? That's what you're supposed to find in detective stories. Am I not right, or am I right?
Oh, my God. You can't do it.
I know that the clues are supposed to point in the direction of the murderer, but what if they also reveal the victim just a little more clearly?
Look, are you going to keep on like this? Eh? Is this what you think is going to start me off talking to you? Well, you're wrong. But if you think you're being friendly and reassured... Ah, I know what it is. You think you're being interesting, don't you? Eh? You think you're being quite a character. Well, let me tell you, you're barking up the wrong trouser leg.
So I see.
May I go back, please, on board? I wish to go back to my bed. I wish to be returned to the ward. It's vivid and exciting there.
Yes, it must almost seem like home to you. How long have you been there now?
10, 11 weeks, I don't know.
Do you have any visitors?
Don't want any. My day is too full.
How often have you been in hospital? How many times?
Look, you must have all this. There's a great army of you. Filling in cards, padding out files, poking, prying. Why don't you look it up?
Tell me, how many times?
13, 14, something like that.
Quite an old lag then, aren't you? Does your wife not visit you?
I'm not married.
Or do you stop her coming?
I am not married.
I see.
Look, stop it, will you? Stop staring at me. Put your piggy little eyes somewhere else, you hear?
No.
Call the porter. I want to go back to the ward. I'm not talking to you. I'm not gonna talk to you.
You don't like women, do you?
What sort do you mean? Young ones, old ones, fat ones, thin ones, faithful ones, slags, sluts? Try and be a bit more specific.
All right, let me rephrase that. I'm reasonably sure that you think that you do like them, that you even think that they are capable of being idolized, or you don't like sex. You probably think you do. I mean, we spend a lot of time thinking about it, don't we?
You do, you dirty little sod.
Yes, I do. But listen to yourself. Isn't it clear that you regard sexual intercourse with considerable distaste? Or what is more to the point, with fear? Would you regard that as a fair statement? Would you say that I was totally wide of the mark? Isn't it the case that you regard sex with fear and distaste, even loathing?
Oh, my God, this is so sick. This is so sick.
Here, for example.
I can't believe this. I just can't believe this.
Now read your passage for me.
Already, you shoved it up your arse.
Fine.
Jig.
Yeah, jig, bloody jig. And I stuck out here in the cold.
I don't wish to upset you, Mr. Marlow. No, let me be more precise. I don't wish to upset you unnecessarily. I think you need help. I think you know that you need help. And that you're too intelligent or too aware of your own condition to deny it. Most chronic dermatological patients are on tranquilizers or antidepressants, you know, almost as a matter of routine. The skin is, after all, extremely personal, is it not? The temptation is to believe that the sins and poisons of the mind or the personality have somehow or other erupted straight out onto the skin. Unclean, unclean, you shout, ringing your bell, warning us to keep off, to keep clear. The leper in the Bible, yes? But that's nonsense, you know. Do you know? Well, one part of you does, I'm sure. You can be helped. Moreover, Mr. Marlow, moreover, I think I can help.
You can, yes, you can, yes. If you can give me a couple of 100 barbiturates, you can. Otherwise, stop pissing into the wind. Stop listening to the sound of your own voice. Stop confusing wisdom with smugness and send me back to my bed, moreover. Jesus, moreover.
Can't say I care too much for your manners, Mr. Marlow.
Yeah, I've had complaints. Sorry about that, but I never went to Sunday school. Thank it's stars that don't crack my knuckles into the bargain.
You didn't set out to mimic that sort of stuff now, did you?
What sort of stuff?
It's not raining in the foothills sort of stuff, down these mean streets sort of stuff.
What sort of stuff?
Okay, so you want to play ball.
Look, you know, I've heard that psychiatrists, psychoanalysts, or whatever you are very peculiar people, but really, I find it impossible to understand a single word you say.
It's my contention, having read some of your prose, that you did not set out to write like that. What sort of things would you rather have written about?
If I had the talent, you mean? Come on, be a critic. You've got the face for it.
If you like, if you had the talent.
Whoa. One-liners in Christmas crackers, speeches for Mrs. Thatcher, obituaries, or is that the same thing? Verses in birthday cards, captions for Prince Andrew. Oh, there's no telling what I could have done. It's all a matter of putting one word after another, that's all.
It won't be used in evidence against you, you know.
What won't?
You telling me what it was or how it was you wanted to write?
Forget it. I have long ago.
Tell me.
I'd like to have used my pen to praise the loving God and all his loving creation.
Really?
Moreover. I'd like to have seen hosts of radiant and translucent angels spinning shafts of golden light deeper and deeper into the blue caverns of heaven. Yeah. I'll tell you something even more unlikely. I also wanted to play what used to be called inside right for Fulham in England.
Fulham? Why Fulham?
That's right, be rude. I don't care. We used to slander at Craven Cottage. Goals now, that's something else.
I'm not very interested in football.
Oh, you should be if you're really a psychiatrist. Because that's where all the nutters are nowadays, on the terraces. Except at Fulham, of course. That's where you go to be alone.
Now, there's a paragraph here that sits rather oddly on the page. Doesn't seem to belong in a detective story. Not in my opinion.
Oh, I see. So psychiatry is not nasty enough here. You still want to get into literary criticism. I should be careful if I were you going down that slope. Swine to the left of you, swine to the right of you, grunt, grunt.
Now listen to this. A purple passage.
No, a blue one, I hope.
Mouth sucking wet and slack at mouth, tongue chafing against tongue, limb thrusting upon limb, skin rubbing at skin.
Oink, oink.
Faces contort and stretch into a helpless leer. Organs spurt out smelly stains and sticky betrayals.
Oink, oink.
This is the sweaty farce out of which we are brought into being. We are implicated without choice in the slippery catastrophe of the copulations which splatter us into existence. We are spat out of fevered loins. We are the byblows of grunts and groans and pantings in a rumpled and creaking bed. Welcome.
Yeah, the milk of paradise.
Good, now we can talk. What was it Kipling said about women and cigars? Ah, never mind. How would you know? What do you know? How much do you know? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid this could make a very nasty burn. And you've such lovely skin, Sonia. It's like porcelain. Do you by any chance know the origin of the word porcelain? No, of course not. Why should you? Doesn't it disgust you what you do? Being paid to stretch out and let a stranger into you? They must have trained you well, the NKVD. You think I don't know who you work for? Well, this is the dead time, isn't it? Dead time in a dead city. You feel the nothingness pressing down on the whole dirty place. Looks cold out there. The river looks as though it's made of tar, sludging along, full of filth. It's two men out there. Who are they?
Are you sure?
There's two men out there looking at this house. They're the same two as it was 4:30 in the morning. They can't be there by accident.
Is there a back way?
What?
Another way out.
So you're just one of the girls, eh? Who are they, Sonia? What do they want?
Way out. Quick. Quick.
Are they after you or are they after me?
Let go.
Who are they?
Let me go.
You're not going anywhere. My nose started to bleed. I wasn't quite fully dressed, you see. I couldn't go after her. I think she must have been not quite right in the head, you know?
Who is?
Well, there you are. Who is? Who indeed?
But why should she butt you like that? What did she say?
Oh, she's too frightened to speak. She kind of gabbled something in Russian as she ran out of the room.
Where'd you pick up that lingo?
The army, intelligence corps. I was one of the team who interviewed Red Army soldiers who got tangled up with us towards the end of the war.
You're not in the army now.
No.
So 6 months ago, you were interviewing the comrades. Then a Russian girl goes missing, having just called at your house. Question. Did this dame know something about you? Is that it?
I don't know.
You're holding out on me, Binney. Don't waste my time.
I don't know, really, don't. Mr. Marlow, the point I'm trying to make, I swear before God.
Swear before something you believe in, good buddy.
I swear on my mother's grave that Sonia was alive and unharmed when she left my place.
So who says different?
I think I'm going to be arrested. The police, they're at me all the time. There's a man watching me. They've told me not to leave town. They don't seem to believe me when I said there were two men outside the house that night. In fact, my telling them that has made them even more suspicious of me. Seems the girl never went back to her flat.
Where's that?
Queensway, apparently. She lives with Amanda, if that's her name.
Who's she?
The girl in the nightclub.
Another whore.
Well, if you want to put it like that.
How else would you put it?
Well, I don't know that I'm that interested in calling them names.
Dog shit by any other name smells just as foul, my friend, and it still sticks to the bottom of his shoe, no matter what you call it. Be as mealy-mouthed as you like, but not around me, okay? You've stepped in something nasty and you want me to clean it up, isn't that right? I'm the scoop. I'm the brush and the shovel.
Mr. Marlow, what I want is for somebody to find that girl. Or to find the two men who are outside the house. Or to prove that nothing nasty happened to her from my hands while she was with me.
But it did.
What?
Something nasty did happen to her at your hands.
I'm telling the truth, Mr. Marlow.
I didn't say you weren't, Binney.
Well, then I don't...
All I'm saying was something nasty did happen to her when she was with you. Wouldn't that be the way our mother would see it?
Her mother? Oh, for God's sake.
You just swore on your own mother's grave, Binney.
Mr. Marlow, aren't you being unduly censorious for this day and age?
What's the day? What's the age?
Money's not particularly one of my problems, and I'll pay you well.
Oh, you don't know how much I want yet. And I'm not as cheap as I look.
I'll pay whatever you ask. My good name is important to me, but I'm not paying you to make me feel small, am I?
Oh, you don't have to do that. That's thrown in without charge.
Hey, man. This is bad. You have got this bad.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
So, what bring this on, then?
Camay.
What?
Camay, you know, that perfume worth £1 an ounce.
Listen, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something for free.
Yeah, be like the health service used to be.
Hey, Jack, listen up. This is serious business here. Don't eat tomatoes. Do you read me?
I hear you.
You try it. We'll see. No tomatoes. I'm telling you.
I'll try.
Do you ever shit?
What?
Do you ever shit?
Well, occasionally.
Yeah? Well, you look back at it after tomatoes. It's the pips. Well, they're there, man, ready to grow. The pips in your poop.
Oh, yeah. Waste not, want not.
Lay off them love apples, man, I'm telling you. It's the truth. They are no good. Do you register?
Registered. Yes, thanks very much.
Good. Be seeing you.
Yeah, bye-bye. Tomatoes. Yes, of course. Why didn't I think of that?
Hey, lady.
Come on, George.
Oh, somebody must have poured boiling fat over there.
Now, Mr. Adams. We don't make those sort of remarks about each other in here.
Shut your mouth, George. Watch your P's and Q's.
This will be your bed, Mr. Adams.
Nice clean sheets, George.
Yeah, well, I'm not getting in it, am I? I'm not staying.
Now, Mr. Adams.
Best place, George.
I ain't never been ill in my life, and I'm not ill now. You're not getting me in that bed, and that's all there is to it. It's my life, isn't it? Not nobody else's.
I'll just draw the curtains round the bed, Mr. Adams, and then you can undress in privacy.
What?
In your new pyjamas, Dad.
Pyjamas? What are you talking about, pyjamas? I'm not wearing bleeding pyjamas now, am I? You're not getting them things on me. I won't have it.
Come on, George, stop it. No more messing about.
You can't bloody wait, can you?
George!
You just can't bloody wait. You'll be in the first carriage, you will, won't you? Right up behind the bleeding nurse, laughing your bleeding head off.
George, stop it. Well, stop mucking me about.
Gently does it, Mrs. Adams.
Oh, bloody hauncher. I will. I'll be back, Mother. I'll be back. Christ.
George.
What's this then? What sort of bloody political this? Put your bleeding head on that and you'll suffocate. Leave me alone. Get off, will you?
George, I'm warning you if you don't stop.
Come along, Mr. Adams. There's no need for all this fuss.
Get off of me, you bloody old cow. Leave me alone, will ya?
Mrs. Adams, what on earth?
Bloody hurt me.
It's the only way, sister. Give him one. It's the only way to deal with him. I know. I've had it for too long. Years and years of it. Give him one. He's not strong enough to give you one back. Not now, he ain't.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive them who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Oh, give me land, lots of land, under starry skies above. Don't fence me in. Let me ride through the wide open country that I love. Don't fence me in. Let me be by myself in the evening breeze and listen to the murmur of the cottonwood trees. Send me off forever, but I ask you please, don't fence me in.
Sky. On my cayuse, let me wander over yonder till I see the mountains rise.
I want to ride to the ridge where the west commences and gaze at the moon till I lose my senses, and I can't look at harbors, and I can't stand fences. Don't fence me in.
I like the Andrews sisters. I like Bing Crosby.
Oh, I'm well. And I do. Lovely bit of plum, you not. A cousin bit plum, not for jam. I don't care what no one do say.
Cousin cook a plum. Plum don't like cooking. You got too much skin. Give out strawberry any day. I'd rather have strawberry jam any day of the week. I'd rather have me...
God almighty.
What? What's the matter?
What's the matter? How can anybody eat with that going on?
What's that we're now?
I can't help it now, can I? It's no joke, mate. That coal dust in the lungs. Well, what's our dad supposed to do?
Hey, what? What's that?
He can go outside when we're eating.
Oh, aye? Whose house is it? Tell me that. Has him got to go outside for a bit of a cough in his own home?
A bit of a cough? You call that a bit of a cough? More like a bleeding avalanche. Turns me up and you know it does. I just put some food in my mouth. It was as much as I could do to get it down.
Fuss.
Where's that been, now, Philip? Tea's been ready half hour ago.
It's not fuss. Not at all. It turns me up.
Then thou knows what thou can do, doesn't?
Oh, our man.
Now, our man. Ooh, our man. Why don't you stick up for me for a change? Christ almighty.
Language.
Let's have no animosity.
Whose house is it? That's all I do want to know. Whose for you sticks of furniture? Have Dad and me got to be told what to do and what not to do at our time of life in our own place? Whose house? Tell me that.
Is that all you can say? Do you ever say anything else? Can't you change the bloody tune
No, cousin.
sometimes?
No, cousin, you.
I won't have you
Did you
talking to
please?
me like that, my girl. Not in my own home.
Ma'am.
We never wanted this to happen. Never wanted it to end up like this.
Oh, let's have our bit of tea. For goodness sake, don't let's have all this squabbling. I'll be sick of that with it all.
Where have you been? Why are you always late for your tea?
Well, you heard your mother. Where you been?
I've been calling all over for you. Didn't you hear me?
No.
You been mooching about in them woods again, the owners, that it? Stuck up top of a tree?
Sure, natural.
I never know where you are. What did you dig out the shop? Calling? I've a good mind you wouldn't get any tea at all if you can't come in on time.
Oh, I'm a got to have his little bit of tea.
Of course he might. A growing lad like Philip. Got to put some grizzle in them arms. And Joe, Patty.
Come on. Sit up at table. There's a good boy. Make a soldier of there, eh?
I'll decide that. He's my son. Philip, no tea for you.
Oh, no, Betty. Him's got to have his bit of tea.
You gutless bugger!
I've never heard the like in all my born days. Ted, bist thou going to put up with that? Oh, I'd smack her one of you'd.
Oh, shut up! Keep your nose out of it, you interfering old cow!
Get out. Get thyself out. Get out of this house.
Don't, our ma'am. Don't. Hold on.
I would if your son was any sort of a man.
Betty.
It's his job to find us a place. His wife and his son, instead of being squashed up in this pokey hole.
It's me. My fault. Mine. It's me. Me. It's all my doing. It's me. My fault. Mine. It's me.
Me. It's all my doing.
Hey. Hey, please. Please, hey. Colder. Hey. Please, I need the nurse.
I'm as restless as a willow in a windstorm. I'm as jumpy as a puppet on a string. I'd say that I had spring fever, but I know it isn't spring. I am starry-eyed and vaguely discontented, like a nightingale without a song to sing. Oh, why should I have spring fever when it isn't even spring? I keep wishing I was somewhere else, walking down a strange new street, hearing words that I have never heard from a girl I've yet to meet. I'm as busy as a spider spinning daydreams. I'm as giddy as a baby on a swing. I haven't seen a crocus or a rosebud or a robin on the wing, but I feel so gay in a melancholy way that it might as well be spring. It might as well be spring. As busy as a spider spinning daydreams. I'm as giddy as a baby on a swing. I haven't seen a crocus or a rosebud or a robin on the wing, but I feel so gay in a melancholy way that it might as well be spring. Oh, it might as well be spring.
There ain't nobody around here that's going to hold a candle to the feather as far as a warbling is concerned, my boy. Your dad's too good to belong down the pit, oh, buddy. He ought to be up there in light somewhere. You see if I get right.
All right, Albert.
Aye.
Order! 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 Come on now, it's a bit of order. We've heard the husband, now for his missus. Mrs. Marlow will now play Wrestler Spring. Shouldn't heard a cowboy song, mind.
Pay attention. Now pay attention. I want you to look at my finger. Mr. Adams, please give me your attention. Look at my finger. I want you to look at my finger.
What for?
But it's just a routine test. Follow my finger with your eyes. Just your eyes. That's it. Up and down, down,
Time for your greasing, Mr. Marlow. Sorry to disturb you.
Up and down. Up and down. Just your eyes, Mr. Adams. Mr. Adams, look at my finger. Yes.
What's all this?
Now, relax your legs.
Oh, oi! You bloody hit me.
Of course I didn't hit you.
You bloody did. Wow! Hammers there.
Good.
Bleeding hammers.
I am
Right
simply...
on my bloody knee.
I am simply testing your reflexes.
You hit me again and I'll have the Lord on you.
We got a right one here by the sounds of it.
And your next of kin is your wife, presumably?
Yeah.
Frank.
Cow.
Frank.
Her first name? Your wife's first name is... Yes? What's her name? Her Christian name, Mr. Adams.
I'm bucking it, I know.
You... Surely you... what do you call her? You must call her something.
Yeah, I'm not telling you what, am I?
This is just a small matter, Mr. Adams. Then I'm done.
What? No tablets?
Sorry?
What sort of a doctor are you?
Just tell me, if you'd be so kind, Mr. Adams, what name you give your wife. Come on now, what do you call her? What name do you use when you want her attention?
What?
Do you say, for instance, Mary, may I have some tea? Her name. What do you call her?
Mum. I call her Mum. What the bleeding hell else would I call her?
Mum.
Life is a cabaret, old chum. In here it is.
Drag.
Hang about.
Drag.
Are you in pain?
Yeah.
Are you in much pain? Do you understand what I'm saying? Mr. Marlow? Here. A drink. Please, you must drink. Come on, there's a good boy.
Pain, yeah.
Pain, do you say?
On the piano.
Come on, never mind the piano or
Oh,
whatever.
piano.
Drink this.
Yeah.
Philip, drink. Then I'm going to fetch your doctor. Come on.
Spring.
Come along now.
It's a spring.
No, it's tap water.
The rustle of spring.
Mr. Marlow?
It's spring.
Come on. Guess. Quarters, have you, Marlow? Philip? Hey, why don't you join us then? Come on. Hey, don't be a spoiled sport. Philip! Hey, come back! Don't be silly. Come back! Philip! Philip!
Why is it only this boy who knows the answer? Why is it only Philip who has his hand up? Always Philip. The capital of Iceland.
Reykjavik, miss.
Correct. Good boy. You put the others to shame. And who can tell me the name of the very brave and good man who wrote The Pilgrim's Progress? Yes, Nicola?
John Bunyan.
Correct. Good girl. Very good. You put the others to shame. The new president of the United States of America.
Harry S. Truman, miss. When I grow up, I'm going to be the first man to live forever and ever. Because in my opinion, you don't have to die. Not unless you want to. And I ain't never going to want to. Not me. When I grow up, I'm going to leave the light on all night, I be. No matter bloody what. I'm going to have books. On shelves, mind. Shelves, just for books. And when I grow up, I'm going to have an old tin of evaporated milk and an old tin of peaches, I be. I bloody be, mind. I bloody damn bugging well be. Oi, and I shall curse. Do you know, tell that what, when I grow up, everything will be all right. Won't it? Won't it, God, eh? Lows like me a bit, doesn't God? When I grow up, I'm gonna be a detective. I'll find out things. I'll find out who done it. Cuckoo.
I can't clap my hands. I can't. Not even for my dear old dad.
But Lou doesn't want to, Dust.
What, don't want to?
You being interested in clapping thee father, no be ya? I never did give the poor bugger credit when they were alive. Not too big for the boots, doesn't?
What do you mean?
I knows very well what I mean, you cocky bugger.
Are you trying to say... Listen, are you saying that my dad is dead?
Dad? Aye, of course it is. Dead and gone and nobody to care yuppums.
But no. I have so much to say to him. I need to speak to him very badly. Don't be stupid. He can't be dead. Not my dad.
Oh, him's dead. Him's dead, all right. You hadn't buried long since.
Listen. That was him, wasn't it? That was my dad doing the birds. That was my dad up on the platform. Dad! Dad! Over here, old buddy. Come over here. I know so much I care about that. really was here. I saw him. That was my lovely, dear old dad. That was him whistling. I heard him. I heard him. All the birds in the trees, all the love in the world. I heard it. I heard him.
What's that? What are you saying, old chap? What are you trying to say?
I saw him. All the birds, I heard him. I saw.
Nothing. Just a babble, but he's more or less asleep now. Everything's under control. You were right to call me, but he'll sleep now for quite a while. Forget supper, just leave him be, all right?
Shall I close the curtains?
Yes. Jolly good idea.
Cruising down the river on a Sunday afternoon with one you love, the sun above, waiting for the moon, the old accordion playing a sentimental tune, cruising down the river on a Sunday afternoon. The birds above all sing of love, her gentle, sweet refrain.
I like to snap my eyes around the hall when I'm crooning this sort of stuff. Study faces, watch the feet. You can learn a lot about life when you size up ballroom dancers. It helps my think box send out sparks. And my head's got a fizz on this case.
While cruising down the river on a Sunday afternoon.
This old river I'm cruising down. I knew they'd fished out a body, and I knew it wasn't a mermaid. But there was something fishy about it, that's for sure. Yes, sir. The Thames can be all sleaze and no flow. I'm talking of flotsam and jetsam. Who are those guys watching Binney? And is he playing his own game with me? What's this with the Roshinsky lingo? Is it da or is it niet? I had some visiting to do. To the sort of places where you don't leave a calling card.
All right, all right, all right. Want to break the door down? Who are you? What do you want?
The police found her this morning.
What?
They found the poor little thing. Your little piece of fluff.
Your harmless bit of fun.
She's turned up.
I don't know what you're...
In the river.
Naked.
Poor soul.
Not even her knickers on her. Not a stitch.
What'd you do with her clothes?
Especially the fur coat. That was sable, you know. Do you know how much sable is worth?
Who are you? You look like strays from some bad film. What are you playing at? You make me laugh, do you know that? Clowns. I know who you are. It's written all over you.
Don't keep us on the step. I'd advise you very strongly not to do that. Now, Mr. B.
That's not very friendly, is it?
All right, you better come in. We'll talk it over.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Goodness me. Look at this. What would you call this?
That is what I would call a provocative picture. I am provoked.
It tells us a great deal about the woman, does it not? A slut, I'd say.
It also tells us a great deal about the man who put it there, surely. A pimp would be my guess.
It's a painting, for God's sake. It's a decoration for the wall.
A very attractive girl as a decoration for a wall.
Splendid breasts, though.
Yes. Splendid.
It was running a very high temperature, but it's back under control now. The skin, you see? I'm afraid he's had to be sedated, and he's been asleep most of the day.
Well, I'd rather you didn't wake him if he needs to. Oh, my God. Oh, the poor thing. I had no idea he looked as bad as this.
He's at its absolute peak now. It's 100%.
Yeah, but I mean, surely something could be done. I mean, heavens above, this is ghastly. Looks as though he's been scalded.
They're trying him on a new drug, one of the retinoids. But you'd know that, of course.
Of course.
Mr. Marlow? Mr. Marlow, a visitor.
I am not so sure that we should wake him, are you? Well, he'll only send me away with a mouthful of abuse, anyway.
Look, they wanted to know if and when you came. The doctors, I mean. They're not here now, but Sister would like a word with you.
Well, I'm not so sure that I do want to get too, All right, I'll see her. Got to speak to somebody, I suppose. At least I won't get a lot of abuse.
Sorry?
Boy, when this one wakes up and sees me, you'll find out why. In fact, I can't face it. Don't want it.
You shouldn't wait, though.
I shouldn't have come. Shouldn't even have tried.
Farewell, my lovely. Nicola, come here. Come back, you bitch. Nicola, come here. Come back, you bitch. Nicola, come here, you filthy little slut. You disgusting tramp, Nicola. You two-bit rotting whore, Nicola, come here. You heartless bitch! Nicola! Who are you opening your legs for now, you rotting bitch? You filthy bag of filth, Nicola! You whore, come here! You stinking, heartless, rotting piece of...
Mr. Marlow, what on earth do you think you are doing?
Wash his mouth out. You want to wash his mouth out with soap and water, dirty bleeder.
What's going on?
You, that's what. What do you think you are doing? Where do you think you are?
Cruising down the river on a Sunday afternoon with one you love, the sun above, waiting for the moon. That's all, folks.